Alright guys, good morning. Okay, well, yeah, it's still morning, late morning. But hey, I'm in the greenhouse, as you can probably see and hear the fan probably. So I'm going to try to talk loud enough to make sure I talk over it. I got to keep it on because it gets really hot in here. And I'm going to be working in here a little bit. What I want to do is I want to clear out, you know, all these pots. This is old stuff I had growing, get all this cleared out. And I'm going to get some new stuff planted. And I want to plant some stuff that it didn't make it before. Like my cucumbers didn't make it. So I'm going to try that again. I think I got enough time to get some more cucumbers going and try it again. And beans, I didn't do good with beans either. Now I had that vegetarian rat that was coming around and he ate my bean plants. And I hadn't seen him around in a while, okay? There is some evidence, and some older evidence, I think. I had some pepper plants that had been eaten up, some small ones. I think that was a while ago. And I'll find out, man, when I start replanting, if he starts eating some small things. But I got stuff growing in here he hadn't come and eat. So, I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, I want to plant some things. I'm going to show you something, too. You know, I showed you this a while back. I had some sweet potatoes, right? And I just stuck them in the mud, kind of like how you plant a melon. A melon, you plant it partly in the ground and part out the ground. I didn't know what to do with this, so I did the same thing because they were inside and they had some slips growing on it. And this is them here. And man, look how long this one is. Big old long one here. Now I was doing a little research from Danny with Deep South Homestead. He puts them things 12 inches down in the ground. Now, I don't know if it's too late to do that, but I was thinking about taking two of the buckets I have and planting them in the buckets and let the slips grow. That way I can give me some slips to plant me some more potatoes, and I can plant some. I don't know when I can plant them. I need to check up on that. I thought I knew when, but I really don't know when. And I might break off these slips and plant them and just see if something happens. I mean, I think it's too hot right now, though. See, so I think in the fall is when you can plant them. That's what it is. It's too hot right now. I can't plant them right now. But I can put them in the ground and grow slips right now. I think that's what I'm going to do with these. I'm going to put those in. Okay. I had this, if you've been following me, you know, my strawberries right here, right? And I had a whole nother section over here that I was putting strawberries in, right here, okay? But Mr. Vegan Rat ate them all. Now, some of them are coming back up because apparently he didn't get the roots. Some of these, the roots are still here, but I'm gonna pull some of this up because I want to use this to grow some more things. So I'm thinking about taking 2 pots to put those potatoes in to see if I can grow some slips. If I can do that, that gives me sweet potato slips, and all I got to do is find an area where I want to grow them. And I'm thinking about the area here that I had the corn that fell over. I'm starting to clear it out, but I'm thinking about maybe taking the first row here to do some sweet potatoes. All right, so that's the plan. I'm gonna put 2 of the 2 sweet potatoes in the mud over here. Let me get them out. I never was too much of a fan on putting them in a a glass jar with the in the windowsill with the toothpicks. I just never was a fan of doing that, so I didn't want to do it. Now something else I got in here, and I don't know if I should do it in here, is this right here. This is one of my subscribers sent me some horseradish, and this is they sent me 2 plants, but this was only one of them took and made it, and here it is right here. It's doing good, but I know it can't last in this little bitty pot, and I know it becomes a kind of a big plant. So I either need to put this in the ground somewhere, and I've been figuring out where I want to put it, and it would be in the front, but then I also had the thought of maybe putting it in one of these. So I'm going to set it there for right now while I think about it. Might do a little research. I mean, it definitely would give it a lot more root area for the roots to grow, and I know from them I would have to probably transplant it again. This one like this. All the roots. Try to get down a little deeper. Yeah. Do this. Okay, this is pretty good. And this is really, you know, I don't really believe in accidents or coincidences, you know, but this kind of stuff happens to me a lot. And I believe it's the Lord leading me, you guys. You know, all of a sudden, you know, I never grown a sweet potato before in my life. And we had 2 of them sitting in the house, started getting the slips growing. And it's really the right time for me to get them going anyway. Put them in the ground, get them growing, to get slips ready. And I'm working on clearing my chicken garden over here. I'm gonna take a row to grow the sweet potatoes. But what I'm saying about God, here, this, like, it's too late. Oh, not too late. I'm sorry. It's too hot to plant slips in the ground and start trying to get potatoes. It's a little bit too hot. It needs to be a little cooler when the fall comes. We're halfway through the summer, and fall's going to be here before you know it. And I should have these slips grown and ready. Now, what I think you got to do too, you take them off, and then if there's no roots on it, you just stick it in some water, and I think it starts rooting. So you can have your roots. Have them root. They need to have roots on it when you plant them to get your sweet potatoes. So, with that being said, I got 2 of them here that look. The tips are kind of burnt looking. But I'll keep an eye on that. I might trim that off. Trim it off. The rest of it looks pretty good and healthy. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep an eye on it. Now that I pretty much put the whole sweet potato under the dirt, because like you saw how I had it, it was going just fine that way, but maybe it'll do better like this. We'll see. Alright, so I also have this horseradish, which I hadn't really found a place that I want to put it in the yard yet. So just for the sake of it not getting root bound and dying, I'm gonna plant it in a 10-gallon thing here, and maybe I ought to go on the end with it, because I think it's going to grow big, and I really don't want these to start vining and getting caught in it. So I might go do it on the end. I'm going to add some mud down there. Add a little dirt, because it is kind of low. Let me get a little dirt. Let me go break that up first. I gotta get a little bucket to put some dirt in. Really, let's see. Try to keep it up high. If I gotta add a little mud, I would like to top this off. This is the horseradish, you guys. Okay, it's got roots all around. Alright, I gotta get some mud. Alright guys, open this up and I saw a watermelon in there, and I'm going to get me a piece of watermelon. I'm going to eat me a piece of watermelon, and then I'm going to go back out and start working on seeding up for some zucchini, and I'll get those parts of the garden covered with the black paper. So that's what I'm going to work on. And then a little later on, I got to leave and go to my daughter's house. I got to put cabinet knobs and pulls and all that on her cabinets in the kitchen that we put in. So I might video a little bit of that, let you see some of that job, just kind of helping her out. We still, almost a year later, we still working on our house. She really got hit hard with the hurricane, and so they living in the house, but because they're living in there, it's hard for them to do everything they got to do while they're living in it. And I know I did that from 11 years ago, 12 years ago with Hurricane Isaac in 2011. We lived in our house for years before I actually got the walls finished. Because once you get in, man, it's really hard to move everything around, and you got to sand sheetrock and all that. It was really hard to do, but I finally broke down and got it done. So anyway, okay guys, I'll keep you updated as the day goes on, all right? Okay.